Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. This is take two because I was just not really happy with how the review turned out, and as you can see, it goes really bright and then it goes dark because it's being weird outside. But it's still damn warm, and I thought that I'd review a Pilsner, which you see a lot brighter than it should be. So we're going back to the Kulmbacher Brewery, and we're looking at one of the Mönchshof beers, and this is the Original Pils, which is of course a Pilsner beer, clocking in at 4.9%. So yeah, these guys are a brewery that I'm starting to really warm to. The manufacture stuff that they've done with like the Zeugl and the Historisches Märzen, two absolutely wonderful beers. Let me just try and get rid of the light outside so it's there we go, that's much better. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of their beers recently. I've been really enjoying them. There are still those beers that I just don't think do much for me at all. The one that stands out instantly is the lager that they do, which is just called a lager, which I'm not a fan of. The first time I drank it, it was flavourless. It was just didn't even like taste like water. It was that flavourless. And then the next time I tried it, it was just like, no, this is just very subpar. I might have to revisit it because it's crazy how palates change in such a short amount of time. So yeah, anyway, we've got a Pilsner from Mönchshof, and the girlfriend's currently out. She's at a meal for her work, and she's gone to an Italian restaurant, and I wanted a pizza. Well, she's having a pizza, and I felt left out, so I bought myself a pizza. And because we have a microwave oven, because it's only a one-bedroom apartment here, I messed up on the cooking of it, so it singed in places. So hopefully, it's still a nice pizza. It was a salami and ham one, and I've just put a bit of sriracha on there and some roast onions. So yeah, I'm looking forward to eating that. Anyway, we're not here to talk about food. We're here to talk about this beer. And yeah, I've already tasted it, I've already sniffed it, already looked at it, already done a big spiel, and then don't know. It's just like I just thought, fuck it, I can't be asked this video anymore. So I started again, and this is why you see me here, which I know some people will take issue with, especially when you have an idea about the beer already. But I'm not one of these people who, and there are some people out there who they'll drink the beer and then they'll come up with ideas, and then when they come to reviewing it, when you can even see like half of the glass is gone, they'll start drinking it again, and then it'll be like, oh wow, I'm picking this up and that sort of stuff. And it's like, no, it's like you've sort of scripted it. Which, if that's the way you want to do beer reviews, you want to look a bit polished, that sort of thing. No problem. I have my moments like that, especially when it comes to the milestone beers, where I do a little bit of an intro and that sort of stuff. But yeah, even though it could be take two or take 10 of a clueless drinker beer review, I hope you guys know that I would never bullshit, because it doesn't serve you guys who are watching, taking your time out of your lives to watch me ramble on about beer. It doesn't do the brewery any help whatsoever. Not that my opinion to a brewer should matter too much. So yeah, I'll always be brutally honest, and I will, if I pick up something new when I'm doing a beer review on like the second or third take, then I'll tell you, and then I'll tell you what I got initially. And I think you've got to be honest with this sort of stuff. Um, I mean, yeah, there shouldn't really be rules to, because we could get into the whole thing. Should we really be rating these beers? How do you rate these beers? Like, do you do numbers? Do you do out of 10, out of 5? Do you do the letter grading system, that sort of stuff? I think do beer reviews the way you want to, but at least be honest about it. Not that it's like the water off a duck's back to me. Whatever people do on their channels, I'm not going to get annoyed or lose sleep about a bad beer review or anything like that. Why am I talking about this anyway? So yeah, we've got a Pilsner, a style that I've been drinking quite a lot because it's been a bit warmer here. And I first had this after such a long time. The other day, actually, I was doing the food shopping. It was absolutely sweltering outside, And I thought, you know what, on the walk home, I want a nice beer, just take my time, enjoy the surroundings. And I saw that they were selling these for, I think it was 60 cents a bottle, around that price point, which is, wow, how can you say no? Especially when you want to give a beer a try. It's a really good way to get into beer when it's on sale. As long as it's in date and stuff, don't get me wrong. I mean, this has got 6th of the 11th, 2017, so it's I don't know how fresh it is, but it's still got life in it. And yeah, I was just walking home, drinking it, and it was such an easy drinking beer. So I thought, do you know what? It's on sale. Pick up a couple of beers. We're going to a friend's apartment tonight, even though next week I've got the beer festival, and my dad's coming down from England. So I'll be going to the festival with him, and then we're planning on going to Munich, which I want to go so I can try Augustiner as fresh as possible. I'm not a religious guy, but that to me is like a pilgrimage. Just to drink Augustiner out of a barrel, really fresh. I'm really excited about that, and of course I'm excited about the beer festival as well, especially because I got a press pass for it, which yeah, I'm sure you might have seen my video that I did about it. You've probably seen a video that I did when I was in Munich. But these guys were at the festival as well, which is great to see them there. Because, you know, craft beer can be really friggin' snobby. It can be so tedious at times, listening to people spout about this brewery sold out, this brewery did this, I don't like this brewery anymore because they've done this, and they're you know, aligning with the devil by doing this. Just drink the beer, enjoy it. If you want to talk about beer, fair enough, but just drink your beer, enjoy it, and shut the fuck up. Stop crying like little babies, because it just doesn't do anyone. And apologies to the guys at Kulmbacher if they are potentially watching this for the bad language and the non-talking about the beer. But yeah, there's just so much. That's why I love doing these like off-the-cuff live videos where I just go off on tangents. Yeah, anyway, the beer in question. I'm just saying people suck at the end of the day. People friggin' suck. I mean, to the point where I've been labelled with, not in like an ironic way, but people have thought that I'd be triggered or offended by it, a macro apologist. And it's like, yeah, if macros do it right, I don't freaking care. I'm in Germany. Very traditional brewing culture. Big family-owned breweries. There are some conglomerates as well. You know, craft beer is just one part of the whole drinking experience. And if you want to just drink craft beer, perfectly fine. I'm not going to judge you, but you know, it's ridiculous when you look down on people just because they might like something from the big boys. And Kulmbacher are one of the big boys, so it's great to see that they were part of the Regensburg Craft Beer Festival, especially in this climate where we're supposed to hate macro companies and when there's so much snobbery and people just forget. Just enjoy the beer, enjoy the company with whom you're enjoying said beer with, and don't take it too seriously. If you're involved in the industry, then yeah, you've got a bit more right to complain when one brewery's business decisions don't sit right with you. You're actually emotionally and physically, monetarily involved in that. But when you're just someone who drinks the beer, you just drink the beer and shut up. Anyway, beer in a glass then. Lovely golden colour. Almost has a slight Helles beer look to it. Beautiful clarity. Nice gentle carbonation. Beer is currently sitting at less than a finger's worth of a foamy white head. And yeah, just going off telling you again, beers like this are great for doing videos like this because this isn't going to be a complicated beer. This isn't going to be a completely complex beer, is it? At the end of the day, it's a Pilsner, so it's fairly easy to get an assessment of the beer. So it gives me room to talk to you guys, and that's why I like doing these videos. Because I like having this conversation, because I don't have too many people in my local vicinity that I can sit down with and just talk about beer with. So that's why I like doing these videos, and I know some people don't like the longer videos, but I like doing them. I like reviewing the beer, and I like just having an output to talk, and I get some great comments from you guys as well. So yeah, back to the beer. It looks like a good Pilsner. It's what you expect from the start. A little bit darker than some, but it's got these lovely golden, crisp, straw-like tones to it. and beautiful clarity. Anyway, let's give it a sniff. And when I initially smelled this, I got a really big hit of grain in there. It's sort of died down and mellowed out a little bit, but it is still grainy. Nice straw-like characters to it, a little bit grassy. There's a lovely, gentle hop bite to it. Lovely spicy tones in there. Like a bit of like a cracked white pepper, maybe. And then you get this lovely citrus character. It's like, not like a freshly squeezed lemon, but the lemon juice that you get in little bottles to put on like fried meat or schnitzel or fried fish or something like that. But yeah, lovely, subtle, grainy smelling Pilsner. Let's give it a taste. Prost. That's lovely. It's so simple. It's simple, straight to the point. There are some complexities in there that some Pilsners just don't have. It's really full of character, especially for the style. Lovely, crisp mouthfeel to it, not too watery. Well, not watery, but it's like the lighter end of the spectrum. Very easy drinking, crisp, clean, refreshing. It's a thirst quencher for sure. You do get those grainy tones that you get on the aroma. The citrus character is mellowed out a little bit more. It's more on the nose than it is on the actual palate. But yeah, that's just a lovely, simple, but characterful, if that's a proper word, Pilsner. And yeah, it's not the most exciting example of the style. I have had better. But it's ticking all those boxes. And yeah, I've been drinking a fair few Pilsners recently, so I'm in the back of my mind, I'm comparing it to different beers that I've had. And yeah, this is just lovely. For the weather that we're having right now, you could be sat in a beer garden. You can have a pizza, it's going to go well with it. You can have a burger and like sweet potato fries, whatever, it's going to go well with it. You want a curry? It's going to go well with it. You want a roast dinner? Going to go well with it. It's just a very... what's the word? You know, I mean, it can go with a lot of things. Yeah, you can tell I've already spent like nearly 20 minutes talking about this beer. It's just a lovely example of the style. So tasty, so thirst quenching. So fresh tasting as well. It's got a lovely sense of vibrancy to it, but it doesn't stray in any specific direction. So it's simple, but has its complexities. It has its personality and character. And it's one beer that you could potentially pick it apart, but a beer like this, you're just going to sit back and enjoy it, and then you find yourself drinking like 10 bottles and you're like, where the hell did I drink all these beers? Do you know what I mean? It's one of those can get you into trouble, especially in the sun type beers. And apologies, there's a train outside. But yeah, it's a 9 out of 10 all day for me. The only thing that's stopping it from getting a 10 out of 10 is because of some of the Pilsners that I've had, that I've got in my head right now. But you know what? If it was if I was still sweltering, and I had the fan on, and I was like a hot, sweaty mess, and this was chilled down really nicely, it's one of those ones that could easily get a 10 under different circumstances. You know, reviewing beers isn't perfect, but you know, because you could be in a bad mood, and that's going to affect the way you review a beer. You know, you could be in the best mood ever, and you're probably going to say, this is the best beer ever, I'm so happy, that sort of stuff. But yeah, as objective as I am being right now, this is a 9 out of 10. Beautiful Pilsner, 60 cents. How can you say no? And I'm sure this hasn't got the best scores on Rate Beer, but who the fuck takes Rate Beer seriously anyway? If you're going to take a website like that seriously, take Untapped seriously, because that's actual people reviewing the beer. And, you know, you actually get good reviews on there and stuff. Anyway, I've waffled on way too long. I can't believe I've spent 15 minutes talking about a very humble but characterful Pilsner. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been in a spate of not editing videos because I just can't be arsed, and like I was saying, I like these sorts of videos where I'm just talking. You know, it gives you can see that it's a 15-minute video. You don't have to watch it as soon as it's uploaded. You can be like, oh, do you know what, I might watch that tonight when I'm having a beer and drink along. That's what I love about this sort of stuff. It's so fantastic. And yeah. Anyway, if you want to find out more about this beer, links are down below. Check out the Mönchshof website. And of course, Kulmbacher, doing a great job. I'll put a link down below to my Mönchshof playlist. There are some great beers in there. And yeah, if you have tried this one, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What are some of your favourite German brewed Pilsners? Blah, 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 blah. Bombard me in comments. And yeah, I hope you'll join me next time for maybe a more streamlined review. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.